Hey everyone, welcome back to episode number 4. In our last episode, we killed a bunch of animals, got ourselves a lot of money, got ourselves a new rifle, successfully, after our first attempt, killed our first elk, harvested it, killed a bison with the wrong rifle, then successfully got our second kill with a second rifle. This episode, we're going to find out what Mikael wants us to do next, and we'll see where we go from there. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so first things we're going to do is we're going to clear off our objectives, and let's go see what Mikael has for us to do. Hey Mikael, how you doing today?
Did you find the elk head I highlighted for you?
Yes I did.
Good. I thought it was an easy enough task. This time, I want you to get an idea of how smart animals can be. Unlike humans, animals don't get to learn from their mistakes. When they make mistakes, they get killed.
Yes, they do.
It's that simple. And this is why animals are constantly growing and changing and evolving. You can see it in your dog, too. But if you want to notice changes in the animals around us here, just compare how they behave. Take wolves. As they get older and their fitness increases, they won't feed in open spaces. You'll be more likely to find them in denser cover. This time, I want you to observe this behavior. So, watch them and don't be intimidated. Some visitors love to complain how skittish animals can be in New Laurentia. What they fail to realize is it's not about the animals. It's about the visitors being so damn noisy. There's still a way to get even the smarter animals, though. Let me give you some money to buy a jackrabbit predator caller. This can help you to get animals to come closer if they're hiding in high cover. Let's go for a wolf this time. As usual, I've highlighted one pack on your hunting map, but you're free to hunt any pack you like. And if you have any questions, I'll be here.
Cool. So it looks like we're going to be hunting a wolf. We were unsuccessful in that last time as well, so hopefully we have some better chances this time. And since Mikael was gracious enough to give us a little bit of money, let's go ahead and buy ourselves that predator call. For 735, we can get ourselves a call that is intended for hares and rabbits as well as their predators. Purchase that. Now we get to figure out how to use that. Let's put that into our equipment slots. So now that we got that equipped, we got to harvest a northwestern gray wolf. I'm gonna call a northwestern gray wolf to a distance of 100 meters or less from us. Okay, so that'll be our goal. We'll try to get ourselves a wolf. One thing that I do want to mention though about what Mikael was saying here is that he says that a lot of people come to this fictional game area in the lodge and say that the animals are a little bit too skittish. This is likely true because it is a natural reserve. However, we do have instances where reserves like Yellowstone National Park or Yellowstone National Forest, where the animals have become so habitualized and so commonplace and are so used to seeing humans that it actually becomes a detriment to them. And so what he's saying here is pretty good, is that he would rather see the animals be skittish and wary of hunters or just humans in general. While it is nice to get pictures of the animals, it does cause a little bit of concern for those animals themselves. So from that, what we're going to do now is see if we can get a gray wolf to come in to our call and see if we can successfully harvest one this time. I'm going to make sure that I have the right gun first though. So I just pulled up into the encyclopedia in the game just to check the rating of the northwestern wolf, and it seems like it's number 4. So I think the first rifle that we bought will probably be more than efficient because it's rated for a 3 to 6. So we're going to use that one. I think if we go any higher, we'll probably damage too much meat. We don't want to do that. Alright, so let's see. Our marker system still isn't working. Oh. For some reason it's placing it up there. So what we'll do is we'll say we got to go due east of where we are across the brook. And hopefully we'll be able to find our first pack of wolves. So I've been running for a little while and I just realized I haven't tried out the call. So let's see what it sounds like, see if it sounds realistic. That sounds like young that is calling for its parents, which is good. And that's a distress call. So that sounds like what a rabbit would sound like if it was in a snare or trying to get an escape from something that was already attacking it. It's pretty accurate. I think that'll do really well to get our wolves to come in. Speaking of which, we had a wolf come in just after that call. 250 meters. I think we can make an approach on this. Let's see what happens. Okay, so those wolves were down here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, there we go. That's a female. Yep. So we don't want to take her, but we want to see if there's anything else over there. So we're going to try and make some falls here now. 5-year-old male. How far are they? 181 meters. Well, let's see if we can get them to come in a little bit closer with that call. Give it a few seconds now, and we'll do the distress call. I think they'll probably be more apt to come into the distress call. See if they moved. Nothing. They didn't move at all. Is it just the two of them? Maybe we need to be a little bit closer. The wind isn't blowing in their direction, so that's good. Let's try to hide in this bush. See if we can get them to come. I don't know why it's flashing green. Oh, it says good call. So do we chain them back to back because they're both flashing green? Seems a bit excessive. Let's see. We're not on that hill anymore. Oh, it says that we checked off the mark for bringing them in 150 meters. Making calls, so I don't know if that means that they're coming down. Let's try this again. I don't know if the direction of the call makes any difference, but oh, they're coming in. Oh wait, there's another one coming up over the hill. It's a nice mature female. Another old female. Now, we don't really want to take out matriarchs if we can avoid them. We want to take out the patriarch, but it's a matter of finding them. So, the female's coming in. Let's see if we can get them in closer. We'll just keep calling. Just don't know if they're going to get stuck in these trees if we keep calling them. I'd really like to see a nice old male or like a age 10 female. Just don't know how much calling I need to do, or if it'd be better off for me to start getting a little bit closer maybe. Oh wow, there's one really close. It's an old male. He's called. Can we get him to come a little bit closer, or maybe just stop there? Let's get our gun out. Where did he go? He's still there. Okay, we're gonna take him here if we can. It's 50 meters away. I think that was a good shot. Right there. Alright, see if we can find him after that. Stomach content present. Animal was fatally hit. Yeah, he was quartering away a little bit, so I think we probably hit him in the intestines and in through the liver area, so follow the trail. Hopefully at the end of this trail we find ourselves a dead wolf. Okay, I've been following this animal for a very long time. Lower volume of blood, stomach content still present. Okay, I'm really hoping that we find this animal soon because it's been a really long ways. There we go. There's our wolf. That took a long time. I wonder, I think it shows how long we tracked it for, so let's check that out. Tracked it for over half a kilometer. That's a long ways. Oh yeah, that was a really bad shot. I thought he was more... I thought I aimed a little bit higher up. If I did, I would have shot him right in the heart. But I thought I was aimed a little further forward. He must have taken a step as I pulled the trigger. Still, for just our first one of successfully harvesting, I think it's pretty good. We're just going to go ahead and sell that though. Mission complete. So with that successful mission, I guess it's time to head back to Mikael, see what he has left for us to do. Alright, back at the lodge. Put our gun away. Shouldn't be carrying a gun around inside the lodge. Alright, I killed that wolf you wanted. Now what do you want me to do?
Let's get to the last one. I want you to learn how to avoid losing meat when you harvest.
Don't shoot it in the intestines. Yeah, don't do what I just did and shoot it in the intestines. Horrible. Doesn't really lose meat, but unless you're someone who enjoys eating intestines, some people do, you just ruined a bunch of meat that you didn't eat, so here we go. Do you know what happens? Now I just follow my instinct. When you use ammunition of the wrong tier is what I'm going to assume for the game. When you mistake it. Haha. Funny joke. But no, I'm going to go with the ammunition of the wrong tier. I mean, generally speaking, if you're going to be hunting, you're going to use the ammunition or the caliber rifle that you're most comfortable with and that you know is going to be satisfactory for putting down the animal. A lot of people use a 300 Win Mag. That's totally acceptable if you're harvesting big game. I wouldn't recommend using it on a rabbit. I know a lot of people that use 22s, snares, or even a 12 gauge shotgun with a smaller sized shell for taking out rabbits. So it all just depends on what your goal is ultimately, but it always comes down to the ammunition.
That's one example. Or when you shoot the animal too many times, too close. But mostly it's about picking a firearm and ammunition with optimal energy. There are two tiers. One for the ammunition your firearm uses, and one for the animal you want to harvest. And the numbers should match. The guides you got from Hearth and Hunt explain it all in more detail. For this assignment, I'd like you to harvest a wood bison. They may not seem that big from a distance, but they can weigh as much as a small car. Wood bison belong to Tier 8. To harvest them properly, pick a firearm that supports Tier 8 ammunition. Just to confirm that you know everything you need to know, I'll need to see a wood bison downed after one shot to the vitals. This will help you to be more effective. Remember, your goal is to kill the animal on the spot. Always. No needless pain. Least damage to the meat possible. The perfect shot. Buy a firearm that supports Tier 8 ammunition, if you don't already own one. And this time, I won't highlight any herd on your hunting map. Instead, once you're tracking this assignment, you'll see larger territory outlines highlighted. That's where wood bison live in New Laurentia. You'll receive similar highlights for all your future assignments that require a certain species. They serve as a recommendation. If you go there, you may find the animal species you're looking for. Discover tracks, stalk, or ambush animals. And remember that animals won't be waiting for you. They'll be following their daily routines. Right. That's enough talking from me. Oh, this is the hardest job I ever had.
Two things from that whole dialogue. The first one is a comment about Mikael himself. If he's a guide and he's that out of breath, just talking, and this was the hardest job he's ever had, I'd hate to be the person that was being guided by him, because I'm sure he was horrible, and I can see why they want to get rid of him. Second, let's talk about the right ammunition. Showed the last video where I incorrectly shot the animals. I think I shot the wood bison 5 times to kill it, and then successfully harvested a wood bison after that with 1 single shot. So it makes sense that you want to use the right ammunition. The problem that I have is that you should be able to purchase the correct ammunition for the gun that is suitable for killing the animals, not the correct gun that already has the preloaded ammunition. Meaning that if I wanted to buy a 30-06, I should be able to buy 140 grain, which would be optimal for killing medium-sized game like deer or wolves, and then be able to buy 180 grain that would be more successful for harvesting moose or elk. Not saying wood bison, because bison are a little bit bigger and you definitely want a larger caliber for that. But you get my idea. So let's go on now and do what Mikael asked us. Luckily, we already know where wood bison are. We found 2 herds already, so let's go see if we can find one to shoot. Alright, so I bolted up the map just to see, because he said that there'd be larger areas outlined. It doesn't seem to be showing anything. What it is showing, though, is that we have an exclamation point up here. I think that might be from the wood bison we killed last time. And if not, it does at least bring us closer to that herd that we had before. Or we could always make our way down to one of these other herds that we've seen before. So, let's go to the campsite. Alright, here at the campsite, let's see what that question mark had, or the exclamation point had for us, because this is the one that said to ask us for a challenge. And we took that one, and we were successful, albeit we had to put 5 shots into that animal. It seems to have given us the same mission again after collecting that last one, to harvest a male bison with fitness at 40% or higher. So we might as well do that again. We'll just do that one along with our stories, which is harvesting the wood bison with the proper ammunition, and see what we can do. So let's see here if we can find some wood bison now. Oh. There's a very large herd way over there. There's a lot of them too. There's a bison there that we could take, but he's only young. And they're a long ways away, so let's just keep that in mind that they're to the south-southeast, and we'll make our way towards there. Alright, I've been running for a while. Let's see how close we've gotten now. We cut off 400 meters. An interesting fact about bison, or buffalo, is that 95% of the world's population of bison, or buffalo, is currently privately owned. There's only 5% that are technically owned by the public. So, it's fun. I don't know what's wrong with this one. He's by himself. Everybody else has moved up here. Is that a young male? Yeah. Okay. I don't feel bad because he's kind of on his own. I'm just going to take this one. It covers both the 2 objectives that we have, so get within 100 meters if we can here. And make sure we have the right rifle out. Good there. Clear shot, heart, lungs, broadside. And you shouldn't have gone very far at all. At least I hope not. Alright. I forgot to mark the spot, but luckily we found it. Oxygenated blood present, animal was fatally hit. So it means we got a lung shot. So that's good. Easy. Easy to find. We'll just quickly run over there now. See how well we did. Alright. Let's see. Nice animal. %, left lung. That's what they wanted. So, only 6 cents, or 60 cents, sorry, a kilogram. Not a whole lot. And nothing special, nothing fantastic, so we're just going to sell it for a little bit of money. That way we can buy some more guns later on. One shot, no waste. Mission completed. Alright, with that quest completed, I guess we should head back to Mikael. And there's the Bison Bank one. And with those quests done, let's head back to Mikael and see if he has anything else for us, or if that truly was the end of his storyline. Alright, back at the lodge, let's go see what Mikael has to say. Remember, always put away your guns. Hey Mikael, completed your tasks? Are you truly done with us now?
You did it. Now, I can finally pack my bags.
See you later. Why is Angel sending you away anyway?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I suppose you deserve to know. My evaluation said that I was doing well in some areas, but that other areas require a different personality type, as Angel put it.
Yeah, your personality type is very dismissive. Not very enjoyable if you're a guide or even a conservation officer. You need to be very friendly and personable. So I can kind of see that, but let's see what has to be said.
Someone who gets on well with other people, or at least tolerates them?
Yeah, this is what I said. If you want to be a conservation officer, you're going to deal with a lot of people who you might not get along with, but it's your job to be able to find the best suit for yourself, to be able to get along with them, be able to pass along the information that they're asking, and give them the information that they need, and be personable. This guy, just based on his voice, you can tell he's not very personable, and he doesn't like his job. At least not here. So, with that being said, let's see what we have to say to him. So, I can fake it for the job, but I'm not going to. Then I guess I fit the bill. I feel like I do, because that's my job already. Or, it seems like an unnecessary requirement for a job spending entire days alone in nature. You're not spending entire days in the wilderness by yourself. Sometimes you're going to have to work with teammates even. So, this is a poor answer in my opinion. I'm going to go with a little bit more of a stark contrast and say, yeah, this is the job for me.
I agree. You even managed to get me talking, and that never happens to me, ever. I think Angel will appreciate you more in this role. As a parting gift, I'll give you the lowdown on some of the locals. Juniper Crane. You're supposed to get her to join Hoth and Hunt. But she's like me. She doesn't like people or talking. But she loves dogs, so talk to her about them. Patrick Harper, on the other hand, now he's a talker. Small talker, big talker, walkie talker. Unlike his wife, Regina, who doesn't suffer fools gladly. Listen to what she has to say, and don't be rude or dismissive about her dreams, like I was. My evaluation said that I was doing well in some areas, but that other areas require
so we've heard this all
a different personality type.
Why did you leave Lintukato Reserve? Let's find out. I didn't know that he left this reserve, so let's find out a little bit more about it.
Well, Hearth and Hunt is a great company. I've always liked their guiding principles. I was actually recruited by the founder herself, Genevieve Hearth, years ago.
Did you like your job then?
She's passionate about preserving nature, connecting other hunters, and creating this sort of mushroom-like underground network.
Still in forests.
But maybe Angel's right. It's time for me to move on to a new reserve. My evaluation said,
we'll skip all that again.
best of luck to you as well.
Thanks. The connecting to other hunters, I know this game is supposed to, like the previous one, have multiplayer in it. I'm really excited for that. Hoping to be able to get the community together and do some hunts together. That'd be pretty interesting to see. So, seems like that's the end of it for Mikael. And I'm not sure if he's going to stay in the lodge for the time being. He doesn't seem like there's much more options with him. And since we're done with him, that's going to be the end of this episode. So thank you very much for watching this episode. We were able to successfully harvest a wolf on the first attempt and a wood bison again on the first attempt. We're learning a little bit more each day, and I hope that any of the bit of the conservation aspects that I spoke to on this episode was any bit useful to you. If it was, please remember to leave a like, a comment, and please subscribe to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again, and have a great time.